Wonderful good morning. As you know, when you're on site,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And good morning. Good morning, Trinity College family. Good morning to students and to teachers. This is a part of the day that we've set aside today to do something a little bit different. Our academic program is important, but of course, as we know, in terms of developing our students, developing the individual, how important it is to be part of other areas of development. So today we're going to have a short program of 4 students, and happy to say 2 teachers will share their pieces with us. So students, listen up, enjoy, take the information, use it for your own benefit. All right? So over to you, Ms. Chance.
Good morning, everyone. All protocols observed. Welcome to our spoken word and poetry online exhibition. It's just a few of us here. We did have a lot more, however, people eventually pulled out. For the persons who are here, thank you all for still being here. I would like to start with a short poem taken from a collection of love gifts by Helen Rice. It's pretty nice to start the day off. So it says, if you meet God in the morning, he'll go with you through the day. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. It speaks of his greatness, it sings of his love. And each day at dawning, I lift my heart high and raise up my eyes to the infinite sky. I watch the night vanish as a new day is born, and I hear the birds sing on the wings of the morn. I see the dew glistening in crystal-like splendor, while God with a touch that is gentle and tender wrap up the night and softly tucks it away, and hangs out the sun to herald a new day. And so I give thanks, and my heart needs to pray, God, keep me and guide me and go with me today. So we start with a poem that is also a prayer, and we give thanks for today, and we say thank you to all the persons who are there viewing us and listening to us. As Miss Nye said, it's a short program, so we will get straight to it. So we will start with Mr. Graves of 4L, and his piece today is entitled Blackjack. A very interesting name, and I look forward to hearing it. And so do everyone else.
Hi, good morning, everyone. So the piece that I'm about to present to you is entitled Blackjack. In this piece, I just wanted to shed light on recent events in Trinidad where you find a lot of gender-based violence is happening. So, too many news reports you would hear of females in abusive relationships and are falling victim to, well, these abusive relationships. And I just wanted to shed some light on that in this poem. So here's my piece entitled Blackjack. Will this dealer cheat me or beat me? Or will this be a fair game? I'm trying to reach as close to 21, but should I knock or stand? I've had my doubts since the game had begun. I want to have faith in this dealer, but he has snaring, suspect eyes. I'm scared of my partner, but I guess I'm not the only player. This dealer isn't just trying to beat and cheat me. There are others, us players in this unfair game. Am I to be deceived or should I refrain? I'm sitting and waiting for time to tick. He stops, watches me, deals my card, but Blackjack. Or so I thought. This game turned into Wrath for Rot. I want to deal again, but I'll lose half my bet. I need this money. Even so, this casino betrayed me. It left me broken. My faith in these games have sunken. I don't want to play anymore. The players are abusive and vindictive. Someone help me. Tell me what my next move is. I'm tired of these games, these gambles, games of chance. So, thank you. That was my piece.
Thank you, Mr. Graves. Truly inspirational piece coming from such a young man that you would have noticed all that is going on. We say thank you and we say well done, and we look forward to your future inputs into our spoken word and poetry post-school activities in the future. So now we will move on to Mr. Benjamin. And Mr. Benjamin's piece is entitled Be a Better Role Model, Be a Better Role Model to This Generation. Mr. Benjamin,
Good morning,
interest and
everyone.
title, please begin.
Thank you. Morning, everyone. My piece is all about the parental guidance of this generation because many of us going astray, many of these young adults going astray. So, I begin. Living in the Caribbean isn't easy. Your parents will always tell you manners and respect will carry you a long way. But what about the young adults of this generation? Liming on the block, drinking, smoking, drug dealing, and you may question yourself, what happened to this generation? I can tell you because very few of this generation has the brains to know what is right from wrong. I'm not saying some of these young adults doesn't know right from wrong, but I believe it's the lack of parental guidance. Now, don't get me wrong, because it has a lot of great parents out there in their children's lives. But what about the children without parental guidance in their lives? You may think that I'm only saying this because of the few male young adults out there. No, because there are female young adults too. You telling me that some of these parents has the audacity to walk out of their children's lives to cause such tragedy? I believe that the parents of this generation can show just a little bit of consideration. But behalf of my brothers and sisters in Christ, I believe that we can rise, not only to rise for rising's sake, but to rise so that we can finally live in love and learn. Thank you.
Mr. Benjamin, very inspiring. I'm very amazed that someone so young and it's so positive in regards to your output here this morning. We thank you so much. Very amazing, these two young men so far. And we would like to say welcome to Ms. Joseph.
Hi, good day, everyone. Thank you for having me today. Well, I had my piece entitled Mathematics, and I'm contemplating if to do the other one, which is Black Power, but I'll do the mathematics, right? So as everyone is explaining, let me explain. This piece, Mathematics, it's basically a well, it's basically a piece. I don't know, you just have to hear it and understand it. I can't explain it without saying it, right? So here goes. During my school life, I never understood the reason for mathematics. Every class felt like a cardiac arrest, called the paramedics. Maths was so hard, I felt as if it was easier to mix concrete in a yard. But when that class was over, trust me, I was so glad. But now I realize that the creator had something in mind. Like DJ Nicholas said, this mathematics is so divine. So let's take a look at the fraction of life where God divided himself into three equal sides, triangle. Or 1/3 of a fraction, obtuse angle. When he sent his son to die on the cross, that's two right angles. Try not to have pride, that's acute angle. Study the word to have a better reflex angle, but it is better to walk on that narrow but straight angle. Point blank. So many of us get caught up with emotions that on Sunday mornings we become recurring decimals going through emotion that at the end of the service, we take the advantage to greet the brethren as if it's that which determines our percentage. But don't you remember that we are all on a number line and any one of us can be pulled out from the vine? Yet still, we continue to live life on zero. We can't serve two masters. We can't be everyone's hero. So you're acting and feeling as if you're still here because no one sees or knows about your secret affairs like E equals MC squared. That's even maths or physics. Anyway, so you work in a prayer and pretend it's for prayer, but I'm sure your sins will find you out one day, so beware. Now, in class, I learned how to tell time, but in life, I don't even know Christ time. So I just add the me time, minus the me time, multiply the screen and the TV time, but didn't even realize when we divide ourselves from the author of time. But didn't you know he has the power to stop time? So this time it's you late to rest properly well dressed while your soul is now awaiting judgment. Standing in line looking at him with a smile, feeling all warm and fuzzy on the inside, and then God says, stop. So you really think you're worthy to be my bride? Remember when I wanted to be a part of your equation? When I tried the addition and the multiplication, it was you who subtracted and caused your own division. All I did was try to make you a part of my universe, but you had so many subsets and didn't even realize when you left me out the circle. So many times I extended my hand of grace and allowed you to save face, but you didn't care. You thought I would always be there. Your life became so negative for me. I was right there, but you didn't even see because you were so busy counting all your money. Depart from me, I know you not. Is it now you know me even after you've squared yourself with harlots? This breaks my heart, but you can't wear my ring. You've had with your life not one, but too many flings. Look at you, all wrinkled and dirty. I'm sorry. It's not in heaven, but in hell you'll have to figure out how many zeros in eternity. Thank you. Yeah, that was mathematics. I can't explain it. I could only say it, right?
Thank you, Miss Joseph, for a beautiful piece. I'm very sure everyone is totally blown away. I myself was blown away with that. I look forward to all your other pieces to come in the future. That's quite a pair of big shoes to walk in after you there. I'm not sure I can keep up with this. So there is something to be said for today, and I think that just being able to go on and demonstrate what we would like to share is amazing, and I look forward to other persons taking inspiration from what is being done and coming on for the next event. So we look forward to another event of this. So I have to go next, and I will start right away. The piece I'm saying is the many movements of Caribbean harmony. It was written many moons ago, just based on history that I was doing at a time, and I saw I was this thing going through Caribbean history, and I decided to write it. It's been dormant for quite a while. It's not very long, but it's okay. The many movements of Caribbean harmony. There is a harmony drifting across the Caribbean, sparked by discovery, ignited by greed, fueled by slavery, and fanned by death. A harmony that tells the tale of our Caribbean tune. This infectious tempo began before our time, yet it lingers through in our blood even to this darkening dusk. It lives in, around, and within us, never missing a beat, creating a symphony of unparalleled beauty. This haunting history of this ever playing harmony. It begins with the soft hiss of the arrow being shot from the bow of the native Indian. Then it moves into a rapture of the color of gold, combined with the quickening strings of Christianity and carnage. With each crash of the cymbals, worship echoes in single strum slow beats as coffee and sugar keeps the tempo stamping feet. Oh, how this harmony plays for its sanity. Oh, how this harmony plays for its freedom. And then it came. On that day, the Tassa drums met the Congo drums, and the harmony grew loud and powerful. Soon the Chinese bamboo began playing its pipes, and the intoxicating melody from the Arabic East blew in upon the desert winds, bringing with it a seductive style. Suddenly, the sophisticated pianoforte and violin joined, and a sense of order came to the harmony. Sadly, that did not last long, for the Caribbean harmony heard rhythm and blues and invited them to play along. Then the spirits invoked steel pan and its iron section. The Concorde went into crescendos of splendor, creating a magnificent canvas of wonder. Oh, how the world looked jealously upon the talent of the Caribbean harmony, wishing their people could have developed this beauty. Did you hear the Caribbean harmony? Do you hear the Caribbean harmony? This hush whisper of rhythm within us that makes our heart beat musically, that makes us love, that makes us learn, that makes us who we are. Do you hear the Caribbean harmony? It and its magnificent beauty. So that was my short piece. We had 4 persons who entered today, and while it might have been short, it was truly inspiring. It was truly interesting, and we look forward to all the persons who will be here in the future when we host the spoken word and poetry. And God's willing, we might be able to do it face to face in the future. I will hand you over to Miss Niles for any closing remarks.
I just wondered if our 2 students, that perhaps we can give them that encore and have them do their pieces again. Jaden and Keone, could you please? Keone went first. Let's reverse the order. Jaden, you go first, and then Keone. Let's have your pieces again. Okay? Thank you.
So, for our encore, we would now ask Mr. Benjamin to do over his piece, be a better role model to this generation. The floor is yours, sir.
Living in the Caribbean isn't easy. Your parents will always tell you manners and respect will carry you a long way. But what about the young adults of this generation? Liming on the block, drinking, smoking, drug dealing, and you may question yourself, what happened to this generation? I can't tell you because very few of this generation has the brains to know what is right from wrong. I'm not saying this because of some of the young adults that doesn't have a brain. Sorry, miss. I can't tell you because very few of this generation has the brains to know what is right from wrong. I'm not saying this because of the young adults that doesn't know right from wrong, but I believe it's the lack of parental guidance. Now, don't get me wrong, because it has a lot of great parents out there in their children's lives. But what about the children without parental guidance in their lives? You may think that I'm only saying this because of the few male young adults out there. No, because there are female young adults there too. You telling me that some of these parents has the audacity to walk out of their children's lives to cause such tragedy? I believe that the parents of this generation can show just a little bit of consideration. But on behalf of my brothers and sisters in Christ, I believe that we can rise. Not only to rise for rising's sake, but to rise so that we can finally live in love and learn.
Well done, Mr. Benjamin. Well done. Do save your piece. Do save all your pieces for the future, particularly this one that you did here today as your first piece. Please keep it safe so you can always have it for your memory, as well as you can always reuse it. So for the floor now, we ask Mr. Graves to grace us with his presence and feel free to take us on that journey.
Yes. So, Blackjack. Will this dealer cheat me or beat me? Or will this be a fair game? I'm trying to reach as close to 21, but should I knock or stand? I've had my doubts since the game had begun. I want to have faith in this dealer, but he has sneering, suspect eyes. I'm scared of my partner, but I guess I'm not the only player. This dealer isn't just trying to beat and cheat me. There are others. Us players in this unfair game, am I to be deceived or should I refrain? I'm sitting and waiting for time to tick. He stops, watches me, deals my card, but Blackjack. Or so I thought. This game turned into Rathborough Road. I want to deal again, but I'll lose half my bet. I need this money. Even so, this casino betrayed me. It left me broken. My faith in these games have sunken. I don't want to play anymore. The plays are abusive and vindictive. Someone help me. Tell me what my next move is. I'm tired of these games, these gambles, games of chance. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you all for being with us here. We are most grateful and we are so happy that you all chose to stay and do your pieces not once but twice, and we are most grateful. Ms. Niles?
Thank you, Miss Charles, and a special thank you, Keone and Jadan. Applause to you. Applause to your willingness, applause to that grasping of opportunities for your development. Keone, and I will just share with everybody, Keone had sent me a video clip of it, and watching the video clip, you know the enthusiasm, the willingness. It's not somebody that you would have had to wake up and say, Keone, you have to do this. But he was probably up maybe even earlier than I know he would be normally, perhaps in preparing for school, because that is the kind of commitment and willingness that he always showcases. So keep it up, continue being a positive peer example to all of your peers and even to us in terms of commitment. And Jaden, you know, I see that precious smile from Jaden, a smile of, yes, you see, we're seeing it there. Yes, I can do this. So, Jaden, you too keep up that interest and that willingness to participate when opportunities come your way. You try it, you go with it, and that is what a student is about, because you will get better and better at it. You may even discover things that you didn't know that you could have been good at. Once you try it, you find out that. So, to all of the students who are listening, I am encouraging you in terms of whatever areas come to you, that you seize the opportunity to participate. We still went with it. There are some persons who misinterpreted a straightforward email in terms of what was required. And then there are others who, a couple others who had technical difficulties that they could not have been here. All right, I want to, in his absence, say thanks to Ethan Moore, because he was willing to participate, but I'm not sure what technicalities may have happened. So, again, Keone and Jaden, spotlight on you. Congratulations. A special congratulations, of course, to Miss Joseph, who also willingly volunteered and executed her piece to share with us this morning. And to Miss Charles, who I put a personal spotlight on in terms of having to be the presenter this morning. And she grasped it and she did us well in terms of introducing, and also thank you, Miss, for sharing your piece. So, teachers, thank you, and the students, thank you. Keep up the good work, and we will be together again. In a physical sense, we hold on to that hope. In the time being, we are using this. Thank you, everybody.